Hey, this is Scott Cole of bestdaytradingstocks.com and besttipsfortrading.com. Just a little comment about today's market action. Um, Here's where we are in the Russell 2000. We closed basically to the downside, slightly downside of unchanged today. But I brought this chart up because some of you might not know, but the Russell 2000 is the one market that actually made a bull market high since the March 2009 low. And we did that back at the end of April when we closed at about 865. This chart is interesting in that for those who follow normal technical analysis, chart patterns and whatnot, we have a head and shoulders top that formed on this chart. Beginning right here, here's your left shoulder with that top there. That's your neckline there. And then here's your top, your head, with these several peaks here. And there's like a mini head and shoulders top within that head. And then here's your right shoulder, that's your right high. Here was the right side of the neckline. So the neckline was basically at about 772 to 775. And based on that high of about 865, that would have projected down to a low of about 685. But we blew through that and hit a low of just under 640 back on August 9th. Then we had the little rally, failed to breach the 13-day exponential moving average that I like to use. And now for the last 3 days we have closed at the low end of the range 3 days in succession. And this looks like an ominous pattern to me, and it's really somewhat mimicked in all the other averages. We have tried to consolidate and bounce off of these lows that we made almost 2 weeks ago for the last couple days here, and we have failed to generate any upside momentum at all. And this looks to me, if we breach today's low by any significant margin, which was about 646.73, then we're going to head further south in a hurry. And it looks to me like we will probably blow through that 640 level on this chart. Let's look at the NASDAQ composite quick. The NASDAQ actually looks even worse because it's sitting right near its lows, 2332 or so on the composite. Today we closed at 2345, so it was up slightly. Here's the NASDAQ 100. Same kind of chart. And that was kind of an inside day as well. I believe the Dow was an inside day. The other thing that I would note is that the volume was pretty light today compared to the last 2 trading days. So the Dow is an inside day. And the Dow and the S&P are still a bit further above their lows. But the leaders to the downside have been the Russell, The Russell is now actually down almost 25% from its peak. That's clearly a bear market. This suggests to me that we've got some more downside to go. Now I see the NASDAQ, the Russell, the NASDAQ 100 blowing through their lows. The S&P and the Dow might already might hold up a little bit. This is the Dow Transports here, and we've actually made new lows the last couple. We're actually at new lows for this down move. So, you know, that's a more economically sensitive index, and that suggests we have further downward to go. So let's just see. I'm calculating. Yep, the transports are off about 25% as well. So I think we've got some more downward potential here the next couple of days. Tomorrow looks like a very dodgy situation, so be prepared to ride some short sales tomorrow. Today we had some good opportunities on the long side in gold, and those are your best day trading opportunities from the strategy that we employ. But tomorrow looks like a day for the shorts, so pay attention to the tape. We never know actually what the action is going to be on any given day. The tape will give us the best clues, so pay attention to that as always, and we'll see what happens.